What's happening, people? Welcome to Music Monday. Today in the Skillet, we're going to be talking about a tune I wrote a long time ago. A song that Coyote just put out last month. It's called Parade. So let's just dive right in. What is Parade about? Well, I can tell you I had the idea. I grew up in a little bitty small town called Brevard, North Carolina. And they would have, homecoming parade, Memorial Day parade, 4th of July, several through the year. And I remember going as a kid, how much fun that was. And then I went one time when I was older, and I kind of had this epiphany. Wow, it looks like so much more fun to be in the parade than it is sitting on the curb just kind of watching or applauding as it goes by. So flash forward a couple more handful of years when I started my music career, and I had the idea to say, to write this song about really, it would be a lot more fun to be in the parade rather than watch it go by. And I say a lot of times it's like parade is just like life. Life can just pass you by. You can either get in right in the middle of it, or you can kind of get left behind with it. So this song is really about chasing your dreams and following your heart and chasing your passions, whatever those are, and not being afraid to lay yourself out there to do it. And it can be trying to find a meaningfulness in your life and your occupation. It can be to try to find that connection and conviction in a relationship. It can be all kinds of things. And a lot of times, it takes a giant leap of faith to follow your heart to go do that, and you can land flat on your face. So it is somewhat of a gamble. All right, so let's just dive into what the lyrics are about. The first verse kind of sets all that up. Is me introspectively contemplating what that looks like when you try to follow your heart and go after the things you want to. Second verse is kind of looks at it from a relationship lens about not being afraid to take a gamble on something. And when you find that meaningful connection with somebody, even if you think that you may possibly get hurt or it may not work out, what's the point of holding back and not trying? It's that old saying, nothing beats a failure but a try. And there's a lot of truth in that. And the chorus ties the whole thing together. It says, I don't want to run forever. I don't want to run forever. Just for the rest of my life, I don't want to watch from the curb as the parade goes by. And that's really the nuts and bolts of the whole song. Not being afraid to chase your dreams, chase your passions, and go after it, because we only get one shot at it. Last verse is kind of, the realization that when you do that, you're gonna have to pick your battles, and you're gonna have to dodge some bullets, because you're gonna get beat up a lot of times when you chase something that's not the most obvious path. It can be more difficult to travel. Reminds me of a Robert Frost poem that said, "The road less traveled," and at the end of it says, "And I took the path of the road less traveled, and that has made all the difference." And there's so much truth in that. All right, so that's kind of what parade's about. Hey, we get one shot at it. This is it. We're not guaranteed tomorrow, so let's be in the parade. Let's not watch it go by. It's a lot more fun to be in it. All right, guitar players, here we go. One of the few that's actually in standard. The only trick to this is really you play it's in the D position, but you're holding the D root down with your index finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret through all the chords. So that's a G, but see, I'm holding the D root down. You never take it off on all the chords. And that's a F sharp right there, and I'm grabbing it with my thumb on the 6th string on the 2nd fret, and then back to the G. So the pattern goes like this. And then the little picking part kind of sounds kind of like a little REM lick. It's just a F sharp and G. All right, that's just enough to get you going. Like I said, if anybody ever wants a guitar tutorial on, the breakdown of the rest of the part of this song, I can do it. Just chime in, let me know. So on Music Monday, we got a tune that I wrote a long time ago, early 90s somewhere. Or I can't remember the exact date, but we just put it out. So by all means, go listen to it, share it, follow us on Spotify or whatever platform you listen to, because we put out new singles about every 5 or 6 weeks, and I don't want you to miss anything. So for today, Music My New Tune I wrote called Parade for Coyote, and as Paul Harvey would say, now you know the rest of the story, and you do.